Okay. Let's see here. All right, are we ready? Does everything look good?
Looks good.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, looks good.
All right. So let's see here. Let's get started. We're running a little behind now because of me. I had to come in and change my shoes because of the snow. I'm on my Hey Dudes. It was so embarrassing. Okay, so welcome. We're gonna do the capture leads with social media today. Hopefully we're excited about that and hopefully we do a good job. So let's see. All right, so today we're going to cover how to capture leads using social media. We're going to review the 10-5-1 engagement plan and go over the 80-20 principle. And then we're going to look at some other strategies for you guys to use on social media. So, but first, I want to hear about you guys' success system that you've been doing. Have you guys all been doing that? Do we know? Hello?
I've been doing 10-5-1.
We've been doing 10-5-1. So how's that been going?
It's good. The people like it when you engage with their posts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Are you having any challenges while you're doing it, or is it pretty easy?
It's easy because I'm not having to post anything about myself.
Well, you can post stuff, but we'll get into that. We'll get into all that. Does anybody else have anything they want to say? Because I will start picking on people. I'm not afraid.
I
Anybody?
think it's usually I'm not the type to like direct DM people or respond to stories or things like that. But with the
Mm-hmm.
10-5-1, I have been doing that. And I think it just like I know how I feel when people respond to my stories or like, it feels good and it feels like people actually care. So
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of got me out of my comfort zone there, which is
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's just a lot of overthinking sometimes,
hmm
right?
yeah.
But okay, so I'll go ahead and was everybody able to meet with their accountability partner? Did you guys pick your accountability partners whenever you were with Jackie? Yes, no?
No.
No, we didn't pick accountability partners.
Well, I didn't. I missed, I think, with Jackie. So
I think
I
with
think
we did it one of the first days, and then when Jackie was teaching, it was there was a lot of snow, so there were not that many people. Um,
Okay. Did you do
yeah,
it before her? I
yeah,
think
I
Jackie
think
was the
so.
second one. Hi, Tiara.
Renee
Um,
Renee and I are accountability partners and Tammy as well, but it's been a challenge to get together. We all have such different schedules and everything going on, but I do want to get
mhm.
back. I mean, we were thinking meet once a week, but I guess we're supposed to talk daily. What's the ideal amount of time to talk?
Um, I don't know what it is. Who was it that did your accountability partners? Who set that up with you? Was it Jackie or was it somebody else?
Both. The first time Tammy had called me, and so we decided to do it together. And then
Mm-hmm.
Jackie brought it up, and I was sitting next to Renee and love working with her, so we just kind of
Mm-hmm.
made it a group of three.
Okay.
Julie and I
We have
we've been talking on the phone, Julie and I.
yes.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. That's good. Just, I think the idea is that you're just talking to each other at least. You don't have to meet in person, especially with how the weather is. But I think the idea is just you're talking to each other and you're holding each other accountable. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and move on so we don't lose time. Let's see here. Whoop. Oh, sorry guys. I'm pressing things. My bad. Okay. So today we're gonna go over all these things that you see on the screen. We're gonna use the 10-5-1 engagement system to connect with your network. We're gonna explain the importance of limiting your social media posts to 20% of your business content. And then we're gonna identify social media engagement strategies that add value to people in your network. So to start thinking about what we're gonna learn today, we should consider questions that we might have and things that we might want to learn a little bit more about. So why don't we all just, in your participant guide, I want everybody to, if you have any questions that you think you might have throughout the day, just write them down. And then throughout the session, we'll see if your question gets answered. And then at the end, if it's not, we can go over it, okay? So take a minute to do that. Does anybody want to share what their question might be? Yes, no, this is really fun on Zoom, guys. You just would not believe it. Okay. Okay, so let's do another thing, I guess, since nobody has a question they want to share. What social media platform do you guys use the most? Does anybody want to tell us what they
I
use the
use
most?
Instagram. I use Instagram.
Okay. How many followers do you think you have on there?
Close to 1,000.
That's good. That's good. Does anybody else want to say what their favorite one is?
Yeah, I use Instagram too.
You
Mostly.
do? How many do you think you have on there?
I think like 640 maybe.
640. Nice. Okay. All right. So we'll move on from that. It's just good to know what platforms you guys are using the most, because that's probably where you're going to get the most engagement if you're on there the most, right? So anyways, it takes time to learn something, more time to implement it, and it takes even longer to approach mastery of it. Do we think that's true? Right? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Wise words of Gary Keller. So as we begin today, are there any questions that we have about this, about learning, implementing, or mastering it? If we do, I will say, actually, I'm going to stop right there. I would say talk to Beth. I think all of you guys are in PC. Scott, are you in PC? I can't remember off the top of my head.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I think all of you guys are in PC. So, if you're having any issues with it, that's a good thing to maybe talk to Beth about. You guys can sit down. Or we have our social media committee that's coming up. It's going to be starting in March. So that would be a really fun thing to kind of help you get the hang of it. So, because they'll be working on social media stuff and like videos and all that good stuff. So that'll be a fun way to work on implementing and mastering it, right? Okay. So next, so we're going to start today with the 10-5-1 engagement system. So it's important to know that even with social media, if you're conducting lead generation at all, you need to reference the Market Center DBA name. So you need to reference KW Commonwealth. It can't just say Keller Williams. It needs to be Keller Williams Commonwealth, because it reinforces that you're an independent contractor and you're affiliated with our market center. You're not affiliated with whatever other market centers like Bluegrass or Legacy. You're KW Commonwealth. So we just need to make that known because they're all independently owned and operated, right? So just make sure you're always using that. And you can always follow the state guidelines. You can look at NAR. If you get on the NAR's website, you can look that up if you ever have any questions
Is
about
that
any.
for like Is that for like in your Instagram profile, like instead of it saying, because I right now have KW Commonwealth, do I need to change that to the whole Keller Williams Commonwealth? Is that what you're saying?
No,
Okay.
that's fine because if you use the logo, our logo is KW
Yeah.
Commonwealth. So, KW Commonwealth should just be fine. But you can always check with Deandra or you can check NAR just to be sure if you want to. Because I'm not licensed, right? But just make sure you're using the main part is you're going to use the DBA name. You're not just going to say Keller Williams. So anytime you're making a post that has anything to do with lead generation or anything like that, then it needs to have your market center name on it.
Okay.
It's just a good rule of thumb.
So even if we're
So
talking about it on our personal webpage or like, our say like Facebook, like my
yeah.
private Facebook page, we're still supposed to put KW Commonwealth, anything that we attach.
If it's something that is, if you're posting it specifically to like generate leads or if it's business related, like in any way, shape, or form, then it needs to be. Like if you just posted a picture of your kid and you were like, first day of school, you don't have to be like, first day of school, KW Commonwealth. You know what I mean?
Right.
Right? Okay. So, 1051. So we're going to review the 1051 social engagement system as part of your daily success system, right? So you've been liking, commenting, and direct messaging people on social media. So you've been doing the 1051 if you've been doing your success system, but it sounds like we don't really know what that is, but we're going to get into that. So no worries. But today we're going to deep dive and we're going to explore tools of success within this system. So, who wants to remind us what 1051 stands for? Does anybody know off the top of their head? I think Renee probably knows. You said that you've been using it.
10 likes, 5 comments, 1 DM.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Couldn't hear you at first. Yeah, so 10 likes, 5 comments, and then it's going to be 1 DM. Or it could be 1 share. You could share something, or you can make 1 original post. So the 1 can actually be multiple things, but we're going to get into that more in a minute in a couple of the other slides. So as you've been posting and liking more often, have you been noticing any changes in the engagement in your own posts? Has anything like that changed?
Yes.
Yeah. You've been getting more likes, more comments. What's been happening?
Both.
Both? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So, in your participant guides, so do we all have those out today? Yes. Okay. In your participant guides, it says, on the connect on social media, there's going to be an activity for that. It asks that you list the social media sites that you're on the most, or just all the social media sites that you're on, actually. So if everybody wants to take a minute to do that, and let me know whenever you're done writing it down. It should be really quick. Did we write everything down?
Yes.
Yes. So can everybody tell me what their top one is that they use the most? I know Sophia and Tiara said Instagram. What about Julie, Scott, Renee?
I'm old fashioned. I still use Facebook a lot, but I do use Instagram too.
Okay, so Facebook. Julie, I see you're unmuted.
Facebook.
Facebook, Renee?
I like Instagram the best, but since I'm starting this, Facebook's easier to engage with.
Okay, okay. Um, Hold on. Renee, Sylvia, Scott. Okay. So, oh my gosh. Hi, Morgan. Morgan just texted me. Instagram. That's great. That's so funny. Anyways, all right, moving on. So, for the 10 likes that you do a day, every day we need to be liking 10 posts by other people. It's just something quick and easy, and you guys probably already do it already. I probably like 20 things a day, honestly. And then, but it's time to approach it with a business mindset. So we need to be doing it with purpose instead of just kind of like on reels or something, just mindlessly liking. It needs to be done with a purpose now, a business mindset. So, because social media is a really great tool and it's free to use, and when it comes to marketing and prospecting. So it's important that we need to be active on our social media platforms because it's going to help generate more business. So, how does interacting with people on social media help build our business? What do we think? Anybody?
Free exposure, really. I mean, for your business.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. It's just free marketing, right? And then it gets more people engaged. Whenever you're engaged, people are going to be engaged with you in turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
So here we go. 5 comments. So beyond your likes, we also need to comment on 5 posts a day. We're not writing novels or anything. We're just doing a few words of encouragement, congrats, admiration. All we're trying to do is spread positivity and optimism. Probably don't get on people's Facebooks and troll them. That's probably not going to build your business, right? But it's easy to overthink social media sometimes, so it's important that we bring a unique voice or brand to the comments that you're making. So the branding and voice that you have, it makes the comments a smoother process. It makes it a little easier once you figure that out. So what's a comment that somebody received recently that made you feel seen or heard that just kind of made you feel good? Anyone? Julie, you haven't been talking a lot. I feel like you always talk a lot.
Thanks, Madison. I've had several clients this week need some in-depth help, so I've not been really good to this week with my
Oh,
social media posting.
well,
I
it doesn't
use
have to be this week. Just
yeah.
is there a certain time that somebody said something or commented something that you loved?
Well, I probably need to look back at it because I have the profiles. I'll do the likes, do the comments, and then I don't look at it again till the next day. So I just have, I'm not a social media fan, but I'm learning to use it and like it.
Okay. Okay. Does anybody
Just
else?
being honest.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I didn't want you to make something up. Thank you. Did anybody else get a comment that they enjoyed?
I don't have anything real estate related, but I posted a few days ago that like we still had our Christmas tree up
Mm-hmm.
because of the snowstorm, and it makes the house feel much cozier.
Yeah.
And the few people that did respond, like we have ours up too, it just felt nice to have that acknowledgement and
Yeah, have
people like
somebody else
interacting.
that yeah, yeah, that's a good one because then you're like, oh my gosh, I'm not the only one that has my
Yeah,
Christmas.
yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be real estate related. So, okay, let's see here. So, and then every day we're going to be creating one post or sharing someone else's post, or we're going to DM somebody. So this is the one that I was talking about. It can be multiple things. It sounds like you guys have been doing the DMs, which is really great because we're connecting straight to people, right? Straight to a specific person. But you could also share something, or post something original. So, but private or direct messages, that's a good way to show that you care about people or anything like that. Like if you have a friend who's an artist, they made something. I have a friend, she has a Instagram page for all of her crafts and stuff, and I'm always blowing up her phone about how I love everything that she makes. You could do something like that. If your friend has a birthday, you can DM them or something, or send them a direct message, just to kind of connect with them for a second. Tristan? No, I have a coffee. He's interrupting. Anyways, so when you create your original posts, you do need to make sure that you follow the 80-20 rule. But we're going to talk about that more in a little bit. I did kind of skip a little bit, so I'm going to go back. Whenever you share posts, you can share things like community activities, fundraisers, you can share quotes or other useful or inspirational posts. It's going to be, you just need to share things based on the uniqueness that you intend to bring to other people's feeds. So it needs to be something that other people, you think they would want to see, right? Which that's the point whenever you share things anyways. So do we have any ahas or anything for a second about the 10-5-1? Nothing? Okay. So we'll just skip then. So now we're gonna work on posting practice. So in your participant guide, we're gonna talk about the 80-20 principle regarding your social media posts. So 80% of your posts should be something personal. It's not gonna be real estate related or anything like that. That's gonna be when you post like kids' first day at school or oh my gosh, it's snowing outside, whatever that might be. And then only 1 out of every 5 posts that you make should be business related. So 80% personal, 20% business. Why do we think this is important? Does anybody have a guess? Because it seems kind of weird, right?
Yeah, because you want people to know you and
Mhm.
have a more personal relationship with you to build your business than just see strictly business stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Julie,
If it's all business, they'll unfollow you.
do what?
If it's all business, they'll most likely
Oh,
unfollow you at some point.
yeah, exactly. Both of those are really great. Yeah, because nobody wants to be bombarded with like, come use me. Here's my business. I mean, people like seeing it sometimes, but people want to see you. So anyways, so the 80%, they put some ideas on there for you for personal interest posts that you can make. So we're going to dig deep into the idea of the 80-20 principle. Instead of blowing up your social media platforms with listings and business content and stuff like that, we're going to adopt this principle and we're going to make 80% of your posts about your interests, what you like. So you could post about what you're reading, where you're traveling, your favorite foods, your activities, or maybe if you're like a gardener or you like to cook and stuff, things like that, or if you're a crafter, any of that stuff, those are things that you can post about and then engage with people about, right? So, because it's important that we create a unique perspective and experience with your posts, right? So, in your participant guide, I want you to list 5 things that you're passionate about, and then we're going to use those interests as doorways to your real estate brand. You should have talked about your real estate brand in one of the earlier sessions. I think it says on the 3rd day of the course, you should have brainstormed your brand or your niche. So if anybody wants to write down 5 things, and then I just want somebody to share one of theirs, just one. Does anybody want to share their one? Morgan hasn't texted me in a little while. Scott, you unmuted?
So we've got a son that does travel ball. So, we post a lot about baseball and family, because it's a family ordeal with us when we travel. So we travel all the time with baseball. So we do a lot about that.
Yeah, that's really fun. Does anybody else want to share before I move on really quick? No, nobody? Okay. So, then the 20% is the other part, right? Obviously. 20% of your posts need to be self-promotion posts about your business. You can post about like if you're speaking or if you won awards. Oh, wait, Morgan did say something. Morgan says Dollar Tree and Goodwill Crafts or Goodwill and Crafting. I don't know which one. But those are good. Those are good. She's crafty and I like it. Anyways, so 20%. So you can post about awards you won, right? So we do awards every month. Like, I think Renee for December, I think she got the most eager to learn. You could always post something like that. Events that you're hosting, like open houses, right? Listings, things like that. You can post inspirational quotes that can help engage followers and friends. Quotes can also kind of have a foot in both camps of personal and business. So if somebody regularly interacts with the quotes that you're posting, then it might be a good idea. You can interact with that person and ask them what that quote means to them, why they like it, because then you're engaging with this person. And I mean, everybody wants to be asked something like that, right? If you're continuously engaging with these quotes that you're posting, you can be like, why is this important to you? You learn a little bit more about that person. So, what are some other business posts that you can create, you think, that can increase your engagement on social media? What other 20% posts do we think of, huh? Anybody?
I mean,
Oh, everybody at once?
okay, I guess I'll go because everyone else muted themselves. Maybe like little quick market updates or things in the news about the market.
That would be really good. Did Renee and Scott want to say something since you guys unmuted? Or did Sophia steal your thunder?
Sorry, guys, I didn't mean to speak over you.
She hurt my feelings. She took my quote. No, pose a question. You can pose a question of anything, just a topic to get people engaged in. If it's holidays, you can ask about lights or trees or whatever. What's your favorite decoration or your favorite movie? Just anything to get people to interact with your post.
Right. Yeah. Renee, did you want to say yours or?
I like the fast videos that people do where they're really quickly going through the house that they're doing their open house or their listing.
Those are really funny. I like those too. That's those are good. All right. So if you wanted to be really crazy, I know we already did the 80-20, but if you wanted to go over the top, above and beyond, and give 110%, right? And then you could be the real estate expert of choice if you went above and beyond, maybe. You could make an extra 10% of your post be about public service, crossover posts, just sometimes you have knowledge that other people need, obviously in real estate too, right? So, but it's important you can be active in your community and you can inform your connections of important public service updates. So it's really great to be of service to many people at once by posting on social media. If you're gonna tell people about public service things, kind of like news updates, like you were saying, You can give examples of property tax increases, school closures, like right now in the snow, food banks, animal shelters in need, things like that. And then something that comes to my mind is you could even talk to our friends with Homefront and Veridian, and you could see if maybe they would partner with you to do like market updates, things about like interest rates or just tips and tricks like that. And that could be your extra 10% because I mean, we have them right here in the office and I'm sure they would love to do that with you, right? So that's always a good idea. And then in times of challenges and crisis, you guys can always be bright spots in the community. So you can always help spread good information like that, like the school closures and tax increases, things like that, right? So what are some other examples that of helpful info that we think we can provide besides those? Anything? Just one?
Herbie recently did her top 10 favorite restaurants. And that was fun.
Yeah, that's cute. Exactly. You can do something like that. It's not so much real estate related, but it's keeping the people informed, right? Something like that. So, do we have any ahas this time or no? Anybody? Before I move on? Okay. So, now we're moving on to social media strategies. We're kind of flying. It goes a lot faster when nobody's in here. I'm just standing in a big empty room by myself. So social media strategies. So, you now know the numbers of how often you should be posting and the 80/20 practice on it should help guide you on how to make these posts, sorry. So now we can look at some more strategies to use whenever we're trying to increase engagement on social media. If you're like most people and you use social media every day, I know I do, you can think of it as a 365-day touch system, right? So we're doing touches every single day. So, there's so many different social medias too. There's Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, on and on. Oh, I'm sorry, it's X now. I should have said that. And then different strategies will apply to all the different platforms, which we obviously know that, right? They all work different. So, what's your favorite social media platform to look for content? Is it Facebook and Instagram? Is it what we said earlier? Is it that our favorite one to look at? Yes. Can I get a yes or a no?
I like looking at Instagram for ideas.
Okay, right. So it's probably the same as what we said earlier. So is this our favorite platform to post content to, or is it just our favorite one to look at? Again, yes, no? Same?
I would say both. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good for both. Okay. So, do we have any ideas for social media that have been working for you or that you've seen work for others? The fast post, the like running through, or what Kirby did, or maybe what Ashley Spencer's doing, anything like that? Or is there anything that you've been doing?
No, Brittany Fiore does a giveaway a month on her Facebook
Yeah.
page.
Mm-hmm. She does. Yeah, I've seen those videos. Those are cute. Yeah, that's great. So, it's just good to kind of like keep your eyes around and watch what other people are doing too, because that can help you find success in what you're doing as well. So just some food for thought. So, you're gonna have to create posts that highlight your business, and we can think about hyper local information, right? So keeping current and potential customers aware of the latest market trends, like we said, right? In their neck of the woods, it's a surefire way for agents to put for you guys to position yourselves as experts while you're providing valuable information to your audience. So then people can always look to you for answers while you're giving these trend updates and stuff. If people don't know what's going on, they know that they can always come to you for this stuff. You can also utilize tech developments, things like we have the KW app that you can use. I don't know if we're all using that. I think it's pretty cool because people are just going to look for houses on Zillow anyways. They might as well be doing it through your app, or your website. So, and also, I mean, KW is always doing new stuff, new tech stuff. So you can always keep your eye out for that to see what developments are going to help you in your business. So with the KW app, and then there's tons of templates in Command that support the app and support you. It's easy to build excitement and highlight your business with market updates and things like that, right? So word of mouth recommendations, we can also post these. So client testimonials, I know some people make little posts where it's like somebody left a review for me and this is what they said. So word of mouth recommendations, they carry the same weight as they do in any industry, obviously, right? So you can highlight a quote from a customer and it's a great way to establish credibility. So then we know that other people are like, oh my gosh, I had a really great experience using Renee, or I had an awesome experience with Scott, something like that, right? So that's always good to highlight, and don't be shy about it. I would never be shy about your reviews that you get. So, another important thing to remember is to make sure you don't post and ghost. So, great posts lead to steady streams of engagement, comments, likes, and shares. So we don't want them to sit. We want more engagement. So the more that you engage in social media, the more that people are going to engage with you. That's just how the algorithm and everything works, right? So we need to make sure that we're time blocking for social media every day. We need to set aside some time every day to respond to everybody that's commented on one of your posts. Don't ignore them, right? Because each post is an opportunity for new business. So why do we think it's important to acknowledge other people whenever they comment or like or anything on your posts? What do we think? Anybody have a guess?
I mean, I guess it's just acknowledging them again. They, made an acknowledgement on your post, so just showing appreciation for that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's more personable, right? It's more engagement with this person. It's being top of mind, and you're not too cool for anybody, right? So anybody that comments, we can react back with them and then probably get more engagement in the long run in the future from them. So, when you navigate the online world, it's important that we find communities where we can add value as well. So at the end of the day, people are going to feel that you're offering them value through Facebook groups and communities like that. You can offer value to literally like thousands of people, right? Because there's so many people in there. But you need to find the right communities to be a part of and take time and invest in it, and then it's going to be worth it. Okay, so do we know any online communities that you guys are a part of that you're adding value to, and how can we leverage these to create business opportunities? Any like Facebook groups? I know I'm in some Facebook groups. Is there one that anybody wants to tell us about that they like? Well, I was gonna say, and I can't believe nobody else said, Lady of Lex. Is nobody else in Ladies of Lexington? I see people on there all the time. I need a realtor.
I don't know what that is. I've never heard of that.
You don't know what Ladies of Lexington is? I'm
No.
gonna need to send you an invite to that.
Okay. Is it on Facebook?
It's on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
I feel like I lived here like a month, and then every woman I met was like, you need to be in Ladies of Lex. I wish they had a Fellas of Fayette, because I
Oh,
feel like the
that's
guys
funny.
need something like that.
Yeah.
But people get in there and they post stuff like, hey, there's gonna be a wreck down here. Avoid man of war, or here's a tip, and here's some tips and tricks that I found, because I don't think you can sell things in there either. It's just people talking and giving information and asking stuff. Like, I do see people all the time, they're like, I'm looking for a realtor, and you can always, okay, Morgan says she's in there, thank you. I knew somebody would be in there. I can't believe it. Um, Things like that. Is there any other clubs that we can think of? I'll take another second. No? Okay. Well, there's other stuff that you can do. Like, I'm in a needlepoint club. Like, I found them online, and now it's like an actual in-person thing that you can actually talk to these people and interact with them. Post needlepoint stuff, things like that. You just need to find your niche. I know, I mean, that's kind of like really specific and not real estate related, but you just need to find communities that you can offer value to, right? So, anyways, the feedback part, we're not really done, so I don't know why they put this here. Um, Give me 1 second. I'm not really worried about being evaluated because I'm not a KW trainer. So there's an activity that we do want to do. Do we want to do this activity? Yes, right. So in your participant guide, there's going to be a spot for you to post on social media. Do we want to see if we can look at that and maybe post some market stats real quick, something like that? If we get on our website, we post market stats for, well, not market stats. We post KW stats on there. If you ever need something to post, like I think we have some year-end KW 2025 stats. So that's something that could be fun. No. Okay, well, I can't really see what anybody's doing, so I'm just gonna skip over. But I do expect everybody to post something today. Okay, I'm gonna tell whoever your trainer is tomorrow, I think it's Sheridan. I'm gonna tell him to come back and ask what you posted. Okay, so just so we know. Now I know who all's on here. So, more strategies for social media. When you're posting a lot on social media, it's important to be authentic. So when you're authentic, people are going to be more drawn to you, right? So it's the authentic version of yourself that people are going to do business with. People aren't going to do business with cold, like, just here's a listing, there's that. Nobody knows who you are. People want to see your personality, right? But I don't recommend that you be a jack of all trades with all your social media channels. So I would find a social media platform that works the best for you. So like Facebook and Instagram, and then I would utilize that one the most. So if you're not like, I don't ever get on TikTok and I use Instagram a lot, if I get on TikTok, I'm probably not going to get a lot of engagement because I mean, I don't use it a lot myself. So I'm not going to be interacting a lot on there. If I post it on Instagram, I might get more interactions on there, right? So, don't be afraid to make videos either. So we just need to push past the stage fright because obviously everybody's nervous whenever they're doing videos for the first time and stuff, but nobody else is noticing all that besides you. You just have to remember that. And then the more you do it, the easier it's going to be. So, um, videos are a really good way to engage users passively and actively. So you can also use like diagnostics and analytics and stuff. So basically, we need to see what kind of posts work best. So you can try a lot of different posts. You can do videos, you can do pictures and all this stuff. And then you can see what type of posts get the most engagement. And then you can pour more into that so you can get more and more engagement, right? So if you posted a video and you're like, wow, that actually got a lot of likes or a lot of views or something like that, then you know, okay, I should probably be doing more videos. And then you can see, oh, videos about this work better. Things like that. And then don't be afraid to ask for help either. So like if you wanted to talk to Beth, or you can always talk to me, or like I said earlier, our social media committee, that would be a really great way to learn and ask for help. So I think it's going to be the third Monday of every month, starting in March. I think it's from 12 to 1. Ashley Spencer, she's going to be doing it. So then you can come in and be like, hey, I'm having issues with this. What do we think? Like, what do we think's a better way for me to create engagement? But whether it's from class or coaching or a really cool agent, you can always get perspective from other people and other situations so that you can refine your social media strategy, right? So it's always good to see what other people are doing. So here's the things that we talked about, right? We did the 10-5-1, the 80-20, all that good stuff. Do we have any questions? Did anybody write down a question? Yes, Julia, I will do that for you. Did anybody write down a question that I didn't answer today? I feel we kind of blew through that. It's just so fast. Nobody's here and I didn't get any questions. What did we write down at the beginning for your question? Did anybody write something down? Yes, no?
I like the ideas on page 8.8 because they're really simple. It's one sentence. It's quick to look up.
For the what? What was that? I'm sorry.
I
What's
said
one
I
sentence?
I like the ideas on page 8.8 because it's just one sentence and it's easy to look up.
Okay, okay. I do not have a participant guide. So I actually can't see those, but I absolutely believe you. Do we have any questions? Sorry, I wish I could see that. Sorry. Okay, let's see. So, ahas. So how do we think we'll be accountable for our 10-5-1 system? Your accountability partner? Are we gonna ask each other every day and make sure that you're doing the 10-5-1 system? Yes, no? Do we like that you don't have to DM somebody every day? I think it's fun that on the one can be multiple choices. I liked that personally because maybe I don't want to DM somebody every day. Maybe I want to make a post. Or you could do both, right? Yes. So do we all know our accountability partners? Scott said he wasn't here. Julie and Renee, I know you guys are. Does anybody want to tell me how they're holding themselves accountable for the 10-5-1?
I do have an accountability partner. We haven't like met yet or talked on the phone, but honestly, the 10-5-1 is the easiest thing for me to do. So it's just easy for me to get it done. Because I'm on social media anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good to have somebody there to lean on though, anyways. But
Yeah.
I do think
Yeah, for
I do
sure.
think it's easy. For some people, the one's probably the hardest part, right?
Mhm.
Honestly, the 5 comments would be hard for me. I'm not a commenter.
Mhm.
But it's good to have somebody there just to make sure you're doing what you need to do. So today, obviously, you need to use your 10-5-1 system. I want you guys to all go home. 10 likes, 5 comments, 1 share, post, or DM, something like that. So we're gonna wrap up a little bit. Yeah, we got done so fast. So in each day of Ignite, I don't know if we've made it that far every day. But each day you grow in how you think, you feel, you act, and then you implement what you've learned, right? So from learning and ahas, you move toward a big achievement in your life. And then that's what we're here for. So because we want to achieve our big goals. So I want you to get in your participant guide and I want you to write how you've grown in each area. So I want then somebody to share, please. So if we could just get in our guides and look at all these areas that we have up on the screen, and then if maybe one person could let me know for each area, right? Then I could make all of you talk to me. I'll give you guys actually a second for this one. Is anybody done writing? I do not know how long that was.
I'll do the first one. I agree with Sophia. This has been the easiest one for me. And it's so simple, but until someone pointed it out and the reason behind it, I had no idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. It is so easy. It's just a lot of things are just you overthink it. But this is one of the easier ones. So does anybody want to do the what do you feel differently about? What was meaningful to you today?
I can do that one. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, just the different ideas people had about being, creative and what to post.
Mhm.
I sometimes just have a hard time coming up with, what would people find interesting. So I
Yeah.
liked a lot of the ideas that I heard today.
I think the point is you post about what you find interesting, and then your people will find you, right? Just post about whatever comes naturally to you, because like we said earlier, we want it to be authentic because people are gonna, you kind of feel it when people aren't authentic. So, yeah. Next, how are we gonna change our behaviors?
I can go on this one.
Okay.
I think for behaviors and actions, I'd like to post more real estate related things. Right now, it's just kind of been personal. And with that 80-20% ratio, I need to be posting more about real estate.
Okay. So you think you're doing too much of the 80
Mm-hmm.
and then not enough of the 20? So
Mm-hmm.
just remember that they said every 1 in 5 posts. So I think for me, it's easier to think about it the 1 in 5 rather than 80-20, because to me, I'm like, what does that even mean? Um, so don't laugh at me, John. Um, but yeah, just every 1 in 5, don't go overboard with it because
Mm-hmm.
we still like the little personal posts. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's great. Last one. What tools, models, or systems are we going to use, and how are they going to make you accountable? Either Scott, Tiara, or I guess Morgan can text me. Anyone? Do you think any of these are useful? Do you think they're going to help hold you accountable now that there's actually a system to it? What do we think?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Which one did you like the most? 10-5-1 or 80-20, or what do we think?
I like the 10-5-1.
Yeah. Great. So, um, today, oh, Tammy, hold on. Tammy, we're almost done. We ran really fast today, but I'm glad you're here. Um, okay. So, taking the time to reflect on what you've learned today is really important in building your confidence and celebrating your growth. So, there's going to be this activity should be at the end of every one of your sessions unless you run a little quick. Or I'm sorry if you run a little, oh, I see Scott replied. I'm sorry. So unless, it took a little longer if you ran out of time. But you should be doing this at the end, and you can implement this yourself. It's good to write these down so that you can see what your growth actually looks like, right? So you don't have to be an expert in anything after each class, but it's good to know that you're growing and you're actually learning things at the end of each session. So, now we're kind of done. Now we want you guys to do your success system. So I want everybody to go and do your 10-5-1, do the 80-20, make your post. I do want everybody to make a post about something today. So if you want to get on there, make a post about the market, post I took a class today, or I'm snowed in today. Just make some kind of post today. That's what I want from everybody. And then you should be able to follow in your participant guide. There should be some activities for you to do for the next, says 2 hours, but how do we all feel?
Hey,
Good.
Madison, it's Tammy. How are you?
Hi. I know. I
And
was just saying you got on so late.
I know, but I've been doing this on YouTube. That's the reason I've not commented. Julie just sent me the link to the Zoom. So
Oh.
I only missed yesterday. Just wanted you to know that I've watched the entire thing. I just want to make sure I get credit for it. It's excellent. Love it. I'm glad you guys are warm and safe and healthy. Thank you.
Thank you, Tammy. I put your name down. Okay, everybody. Well, everybody, stay safe and stay warm. I'm sorry that, well, I'm sure everybody's excited that it ended early, but make
Thank
sure
you,
you make your-
Madison.
you're welcome. Make sure you make your posts, okay? I'm gonna be looking.
Thank you, Madison.
Thanks.
Bye.
Can ever get unsnowed out here, maybe we can come into the office.
I know, I miss everybody. I'm so lonely.
We've got a street that's halfway clear, but they've blocked out the driveways and on a hillside, so the ice is still kind of a challenge to get up out of the cul-de-sac. But we're
Yeah.
gonna try today. Hopefully we'll
Okay,
see you in person tomorrow.
Okay, well, be careful. Don't push it. I'll be here for a while, so
Awesome. See ya.
bye,
I gotta
y'all.
come get my book.
I know. We'll hold on to it for you.
Awesome. Have a great day. We'll see you.
You too. Bye. Bye, Tammy.